The last time I painted with watercolor paints was in 2017. I was a second-year art student in a university and my work wasn't that great at all. Then I went on to paint with oil paints, and for the last 2 years I've basically just been doing digital art. So if you've been following me for a while, this video might come as a surprise to y'all, as it did for me. A few weeks ago, a company called Etchr reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review some of their products. And I thought to myself, nah, that's not really my thing. They have a lot of like sketchbooks and watercolor paints and pens and all that sort of cool stuff. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. But I still went and checked out their store, and for the first time in a while, I actually felt inspired. This was a welcome feeling. So I thought, why not? And I agreed to check out some of their products. And that's how my journey to rediscovering the love I used to have for watercolor painting began. So they sent me a couple of things, and as soon as the package arrived, I rushed in to open it and record a little unboxing video for you guys. And what I found was the Etchr Pearlescent watercolors. Versatile 12-half pen set. I was excited to have a little box with watercolors that I can carry with me, and I never really painted with pearlescent. Is that how you say it? Pearlescent? Pearlescent paint. So I was excited to see what it would look like, if there's gonna be any shine to it, if it's gonna be too much shine, just enough, or if it's not even gonna be shiny at all. So these are really cute, and I'm gonna check out all of the colors very soon. Then my favorite part that I was super excited about, because I'm a geek, is the perfect sketchbook, as they call it. I got it in the A5 size. It has 44 pages, and it uses 300 grams acid-free, artist-grade, 100% cotton cold press paper. It's in landscape format, case-bound, and has a PU vegan-friendly cover, and I love it! And last but not least is a beautiful Etchr field case. It looks really cool, and I feel like maybe I could fit all of my art supplies in here. Even though I haven't created anything traditionally for a while, I'm an art supplies geek and have way too many. Plus, it comes with a cute little strap that can go over my shoulder to go out and paint from life. It's compact, high quality, weatherproof, and vegan friendly as well. I love it! And here are the product dimensions. I'm gonna put a picture right here. So I couldn't wait to test these art supplies, and what I decided to do is go out and paint plein air, which just means painting outside. But before I do that, I wanted to see if all of my art supplies from 2 cases could fit in this one case. After years of not using these supplies, I had to check if they're still working, and most of them were, so that's great. And I managed to fit most of them in this little field case. So far I'm pretty happy. And one more thing before I go out into the world to paint again, I wanted to actually test the paints. And there's this neat little piece of paper that Etchr provides you with for you to test the colors before you start painting. And you can also carry it with you for reference if you'd like. So I did that, and the colors are so shiny. I love it. It's like a little unicorn farted on them, and now they're super cute. They are so beautiful, and so my inspiration grows. It is finally time to go outside and test it all. So as much as I'd like to say, oh my god, look at this cute bag, everything fits in there, and if you have a small sketchbook, it will fit in there too. It's so nice to travel with just one little bag. Guys, I'm making a video for you. I can't travel with one little bag. Look at this. I'm tired already. I'm freaking packed. But hopefully it's gonna be worth it, so let's go to the park, find some nice spot, and paint in watercolors for the first time in forever. Also, Princess says hi. Princess? Yeah, she totally says hi. Let's go. All right, here's my little setup. We have my queen, and I'm gonna draw here. So let's go. The paper seems really nice, so I'm very excited. But of course I'm gonna skip the first page. It's not gonna work out, you know? I don't know yet what I'm gonna draw. I'm kind of terrified, not gonna lie. And so apart from rediscovering my love for watercolors and trying it again, I wanted to give myself another challenge to make it even more interesting. I usually paint ladies, if you can't tell yet, so I wanted to try painting landscapes for this. Spoiler alert, I will paint a lady in the end. I just couldn't help myself. And so I started painting for the first time in 4 years. It felt weird, to be honest, and in comparison to digital painting that I'm so used to, there are no separate layers that I can experiment on and get rid of without deleting all of the work. There's no Control-Z and no adjustment layers as a quick way to add some contrast. It's just me and the blank page full of opportunity and beautiful, hopefully beautiful, mess. Painting with watercolors is different from any other medium as you work in layers. So readjusting was a little tough, but I had a blast. So far, this is what I got. This is just the watercolor. Now I want to add some ink to it. Right here, I have some ink and I wanted to experiment with a little thing like this. Like I said, I haven't done any traditional work in a very long time, so this should be fun. I'm actually very excited. Plus, adding some ink at the end really pulled it all together, so I learned that nothing can't be saved with a little ink. Here's what it looks like at the moment. It's alright. But I feel like for a start, after years and years of not creating any watercolor pieces, this turned out not too bad at all. As I did the second piece, I didn't feel any more confident in my strokes or my approach, but it's not something that was at the front of my mind because I was having a blast just putting some paint on paper. This time, ink didn't save the work and it looks like a mess. But honestly, I'm happy with it nevertheless, because I did it, and that is what matters. And here are the 2 finished drawings for the first day. Today was all about painting from life for me and rediscovering that love that I used to have for watercolors, and then I just sort of gave up on it because we tried other mediums in my art university, and also because I started doing a lot of digital art and I just found it so much easier. You don't have to carry any supplies, you just buy a tablet, have your laptop open, and you're good to go. I feel like it's gonna rain soon, so I am done for today. What I wish I did more is add brighter colors. I wish the weather was different, and I wish I also brought a little bug here. And I also wish I brought a white gel pen to add some highlights, because I'm not like your expert watercolor artist. I'm just exploring. I'm having so much fun, but I also think that my baby is getting tired too. So we're gonna go home now. But so far, I really am enjoying the painting experience. The sketchbook is fabulous. I've put quite a lot of water on there, but it is beautiful. At that point, I caught myself on a thought that I can't wait to go home and try it again. And that is just wonderful because I haven't had so much inspiration in me for a while. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, please leave a like button oh so gently, and also subscribe to my art channel if you are enjoying this type of format and my art and my weird personality. Thank you so much. The next morning, I woke up thinking, what should I paint today? And it makes me so happy because I haven't had such thoughts and feelings in quite a while. I just hope it lasts. So on this day, I decided to do another painting. This time, remembering my fun trip to Florence, as I was so inspired when I was in the land where Renaissance was born. And so I decided to paint the Duomo, which is magnificent. This was more challenging than I thought, but I played some documentary on the background and got to work. The intricate lines of this beautiful architecture intimidate me to the core. And at first, I found myself wanting to draw every line and make it perfect. Soon, I realized how unproductive this idea is. I'm not going for realism or trying to be an architect or planning to build it on my own. So instead, I decided to focus on the warm feeling I get whenever I see pictures like these and remember the summer that I traveled there. This is a much better approach, I think, to share the feeling instead of focusing on the precise details, especially when working with such a freeing medium as watercolors. And to be honest, I love how it turned out. It might be that I'm biased as I have so many warm feelings towards this place, but I think that this is definitely an improvement from yesterday's drawings. Guess what though? At 1 a.m. that same day, instead of doing what I should be doing and going to sleep, I decided to start another painting. Can you tell how inspired I was? It's crazy! I don't want to lose it. And since I'm always inspired to sleep, I'm gonna follow the other passion on that day. And with this one, I decided to go back to my comfort zone slightly by drawing a person. But I'm still including them in the background to keep up with my original challenge. At this point, I'm really feeling the improvement since the beginning of this journey, as each new scene, subject, and atmosphere present new challenges that I have to figure out. And if it started with me worrying about how much water to add and how to blend the watercolors, today I'm more concerned with creating a sense of depth and atmosphere. That's a big difference for sure. And I had a truly wonderful time going back to painting watercolor pieces. So I wanted to thank Etchr from the bottom of my heart for sending me that email in the first place, which started this whole thing. You know, every time you get inspired again, it could be the littlest thing. It could be a bird you saw, or food you ate, or a place you traveled to, or a movie, or whatever it is. For me, randomly, it was that email and just going to their shop to remember there are art supplies that I can physically touch and play with. And that is just so fun for me. So thank you, Etchr. And if you guys want to check out their store, I'll leave links below to the stuff that I got. And also they have a free website where they share different interviews with artists, doing different mediums, some tutorials. There's a lot of free content. It's super great. Check it out. And so if we look at my work from 2017 to what I was creating in the past 2 days, I have one takeaway from this. Even if you're using a different art medium right now, you're learning everything that you need to learn to make a painting successful. From anatomy to sketch to value to color to composition, all of it. And so when you start on a new medium or bring back the old one like I did, you already have all the knowledge necessary to make it work. All you have to do now is not start from scratch, but instead figure out the ins and outs, the tricks, the tips of this particular medium. You're starting not here, but already here because you've grown your level with this other medium. And that's amazing news for us because that means that whenever we pick up a new medium, it's going to take us so quick to figure it out and start creating beautiful art with it. So I encourage you to try some new art supply this week. Whatever it is, go back to your old favorites, try something completely new, especially if you don't feel inspired or you're feeling stuck or you have an art block. This might just be the thing that will break you free again and get your creativity flowing. As always, keep creating, and if you have any free time, watch one of these next, and I will see you next time. Bye!